Welcome back to AntiSocietal. Today we are going to talk about an enemy that is hidden inside all of us, and that is worry. It is a silent illness that does not care how successful someone is, how rich they are, or how powerful they are. It simply eats away at both our mind and body from the inside. So let us understand together how this enemy actually works and how we can defeat it. To reach the root of this issue, let us look at two completely different figures from history. On one side is Napoleon Bonaparte, the emperor, the conqueror, the man at whose feet almost the entire world once stood. Yet he himself said that in his entire life he experienced only 6 days of happiness. On the other side is Helen Keller, who could neither see the world, nor hear it, nor speak. Yet she said, "Life is very beautiful." This astonishing difference makes one truth very clear. Happiness is not about what we have, but about what is happening inside us. Now, let us understand this idea a little more deeply. You see, worry does not just stay in our thoughts. It attacks our body directly. It acts like an invisible disease that quietly keeps weakening our existence from within. The Nobel Prize-winning Dr. Alexis Carrel once said something very strict but completely true. People who do not know how to fight worry die young. This is not just a saying, it is a biological reality. That means controlling worry is not only a matter of mental peace, it becomes a matter of the length of our life. Now, look at this number, 70%. What does it show? According to Dr. O.F. Cabran, this represents the number of patients who go to doctors but could actually cure their illness themselves. The question is, how? Simply by controlling their fear and worry. Just imagine this. 7 out of 10 illnesses could disappear simply by changing our mental state. This is powerful proof of the strength of our thoughts. Now, look at this chart. It is the result of a study conducted on 15,000 stomach patients, and the result is truly shocking. Out of 5 patients, only 1 had a physical cause for their illness. The other 4 patients, 80%, had emotional causes, such as fear, worry, hatred, and selfishness. This is solid evidence that our mind and heart are directly connected to our stomach. You can see here what worry actually does to our body. It is not just a thought, it works like a poison. Stomach ulcers, irregular heartbeat, and high blood pressure, these are all wounds that our worries leave on our bodies. It is an enemy that attacks us from the inside. So far, we have understood the seriousness of the problem. Worry is truly dangerous. But the good news is, a solution exists. And this solution was not discovered by a psychologist, but an engineer named Willis Haviland Carrier, who created a powerful formula for solving problems logically. What happened was this. Carrier was standing on the edge of a $2,000 loss because of a failed project. Worry had taken away his sleep, and his mind felt completely paralyzed. But then the engineer inside him took control. He thought, worrying will not solve anything. I need to fix this problem the same way I would fix a machine. And this is where his formula began. Here is the 3-step formula that changed his life. Step 1. Analyze the worst possible outcome. This removes the fear of uncertainty. Step 2. Mentally accept that worst possible outcome. This acceptance brings calm to your mind. Step 3. From this calm state, put all your energy into improving that worst-case scenario. And the result? The formula worked like magic. As soon as Carrier accepted the possible $2,000 loss, his mind became calm and started thinking creatively. He discovered a new solution that cost $5,000, and in this way, he turned a possible disaster into $15,000 in profit. This proves that when we stop panicking, our mind performs at its best. Now, let us hear a story that might even surprise medical science. This is the story of Earl P. Haney. Doctors diagnosed him with an incurable ulcer and told him that his days were numbered. So what did Haney decide? He thought, if I am going to die anyway, why not travel the world before dying? Amazingly, he bought a ticket on a ship and even took his coffin with him. But then something magical happened. The moment he accepted death, he became free from all worry. He ate well, drank well, and enjoyed every moment of life. And the result? When he returned, he had gained 90 pounds and become completely healthy. His freedom from worry became his medicine. Both Carrier and Haney's stories share one thing in common. They accepted reality. And this brings us to our next important point, the power of perspective. Sometimes we don't need to change our circumstances. We only need to change the lens through which we see them. Let me ask you a question. Would anyone sell their arms and legs for $1 billion? Of course not. No one would. That means all of us already possess a wealth that is worth more than billions of dollars, our body and our health. So if our body is worth more than billions of dollars, why do we destroy our health for a small job problem or a minor failure? We are burning our billion-dollar treasure over a few coins of worry. Isn't that irrational? And here is the biggest truth that can free us from worry. Research shows that 97% of our worries are about things that never happen. We waste 97% of our time and energy fighting ghosts that exist only in our minds. Listen to the story of Robert Moore. He was trapped 276 feet deep inside a submarine when enemy ships were dropping bombs above. At that moment, when death was only inches away, he realized that his old worries, things like not having a car or a small house, were completely meaningless. That day, he promised himself that if he survived, he would never again worry about small things. Now that we understand the psychology of worry, let us talk about some practical tools. Think of this as a toolkit that can help train your mind to remain peaceful starting today. This is not just theory, it is an action plan. The first and most important tool is to live life in daily compartments. What does this mean? Think of your life like an hourglass. Just as only one grain of sand can pass through at a time, we can only live one day at a time. Close the doors of the past and the future. Focus only on today. This is a psychological law. Our mind cannot fully focus on two things at the same time. That means it is impossible to be deeply worried and fully engaged in an interesting activity at the same time. Therefore, the best way to drive away worry is to keep yourself busy with something meaningful. Remember this, activity is the best medicine for worry. Finally, here are 4 golden principles. Put them on your desk. Do not regret the past. What is done is done. Accept the unpleasant. If something cannot be changed, accept it. Put a stop-loss on worry. Decide how much attention a problem deserves and don't give it even a minute more. And perhaps the most important, practice cheerfulness. Smile, and your mind will follow. And now I leave you with a question. If 97% of our worries are baseless, just imagine what could happen if we saved all that mental energy. What could we build with it? What could we learn? What kind of extraordinary life could we live? The choice is ours. If this discussion helped you even a little in controlling your worries, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and loved ones who might need this message to improve their lives. Let us move together towards a peaceful life. Thank you very much for watching.